Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to tackle about AWS Solution Architect Associate, managing network infrastructure. In this course, I will cover how VPCs and subnets can address cloud network needs, and also create VPCs and subnets using console via GUI, and also we're going to create VPCs and subnets via CLI. Okay, let's start now. Okay, so first we're going to create a VPC. um, I have already resetted. I have a console home wherein I added EC2 VPC and the rest of the services that I always use. But if you don't have like this, you can search VPC, then click VPC here. Okay, then you can check if you have your existing VPC. In our case, these are my existing VPC. But if I want to create a new one, I can click create VPC. Okay, then there's two options, VPC only and VPC more. If you click VPC more, it will automatically create other things like later I will show it to you, but for now let's focus on VPC only. Then let's put name DC1-VPC1. okay, then we need to put the CIDR. Let's use our CIDR 10.10.0.0/16. so this is our CIDR for our DC1 VPC1. okay, then for IPv6, no, I'm not going to use that one. Then you can put tag if you want. So for meantime, let's use this one. The name is the tag is DC1 VPC1. okay, then create VPC. See, it automatically we have now our VPC, and we have the VPC ID. This is one of the most important one, and we have the CP, the offset. Later we'll tackle about this one. And we have CIDR 10.10.0.0/16. okay, so once we have the CIDR, okay, let's check also the CIDR here, low logs. We have the tags and so on. okay, so from here, once we have the VPC, okay, so we can create now a subnet under our VPC. So when you create a subnet, it should be under this /16. So if you go to subnets, okay, these are our existing subnets. So you can create subnet by click subnet. okay, when you create subnet, you need to select your VPC ID. So the one that we created, right, DC will select this VPC ID DC1 BCP1. okay, because we're going to create a subnet here. Then we'll put the name of the subnet. Let's say app or I'll put DC1 BPC1 app. okay, so that we can have the category. okay, then there's also like available zone here, so we can for meantime I will not put reference, but if you want, you can also put your availability zone, but for me, I will use the default one. okay, then this is our CIDR, and now let me try to put the wrong IP address here. Let's say I'll put 10.0.0.0/24. okay, this will not accept because it's a wrong CIDR. Let's try to create it. See, CIDR address is not within the CIDR address from VPC. You need to create a subnet under your CIDR. So in our case, let's 10.1/24, okay, because it is under our /16. Then create subnet. Okay, so now we have the subnets for our um, VPCs. So in our VPC, if I will go here, VPC, now we have a subnets here. See, under VPC, this is my subnet, DC1, VPC1 app, and route table from here. So that's how you will create a subnets. Okay, then my next question, how to create subnet using CLI. So if you can see the cloud shell button here, and also there's one also here, either one of them you can select. Okay, okay, then let's wait for a few seconds. In this CLI, I'm going to show you on how to create a VPC using CLI. So in our CLI, you need to call AWS, okay, then EC2. Let's try to put help here. Okay, so in our help, there's an option here, create create subnets is there. Okay, create VPC. Okay, we're going to use this create VPC. So create VPC. Okay, then help again. We're looking for the CIDR. Okay, this one. Let's use this CIDR. CIDR. Okay, then that 20. And that 20, that's your /16. Okay, this is our VPC2. Okay, so let me try to enter. Okay, now we have the VPC for this CIDR. Okay, 10.20.00.16, and take note of this VPC ID. We need this one. Okay, so then let's try to check our let's check if we have already had a new VPC. Let's try to refresh it. Okay, so 10.20, this is our new but there's no tag. Okay, this is our new VPC. So what we're going to do, let's put tag. Okay, so how to put tag, I already put notes in here. So AWS EC2. Okay, then create tags. Okay, then resources, the one that I copied, VPC ID. Okay, resources, VPC ID, then tags, key equals name, then value equals DC1 VPC2. Okay, this is our VPC2. Enter. So there's a wrong here. So key name, there's a space, so let's remove the space here. Enter. Okay, now we have the tags. We tag it and this should, if we will replace this one, there will be a name now. Let's try it now. Refresh. See, we have a DC1 VPC 2 now on our new VPC. Then how can we create a subnet under this VPC? So first, you need to check AWS EC2 and describe. Okay, describe VPC. For example, let me clear first. Let's say you don't have anything here. Okay, so all you have to do, AWS EC2, okay, describe, then press tab, then VPCs, enter. It will display all your VPCs. Okay, in our case, if I will press space button, it will show all the VPC, but in our case, this is the one that I want. I need this one. Okay, I will copy this, then press Q, then I will create now the subnet AWS, okay, EC2, create subnet. If you don't know this command, you can put a help. It will show create subnet here. You can search it, create subnet. See, create subnet is there. So AWS create subnet, then VPC ID, the one that we copy. Okay, then CIDR, okay, CIDR block, so we need to create IP address under this subnet. So let's put 10 that, let's try to make a mistake also here, 0.0.1 1, let's say 10.1.1.1.0/24. let's see if it will accept. It should not accept, right? Let me try it. See, error, invalid subnet rates when calling a subnet operation. So because it's not under our CIDR, so to correct this one, 10.20.1.0/24 under our subnet. Okay, enter. Okay, now we have the subnet for our new VPC2. This is our 10.20.20.1.0/24. This is our CIDR block for our subnet 2, and the VPC ID, the one that we are using, the VPC ID. Okay, so if I will going to go to subnet here, let me try to search it. 10.20, it's not yet here. So if I'm going to refresh, okay, let me try to refresh. Okay, so 10.20. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one that we created earlier. So we don't have yet name of this one. So if we're going to put name, all we have to do is we need to get the subnet ID. Okay, in the subnet ID, let's try to create a tags. Okay, let's create a tag. So AWS, okay, EC2 create tags. Okay, then resources, let me create tags. Okay, then resources, subnet ID. What is our subnet ID? Subnet ID, this one. You saw this one? Subnet ID. So I'm going to copy that subnet ID instead of typing it. Subnet ID. Okay. Subnet ID. Then let's put tags. Okay. Then key equals name, value. Okay. Equals DC1, DC1, VPC2. I'll put DC1, VPC2. I'll put that's up. That I'll put web, maybe web. Okay. Yes. So we have now the tag for this one. Let me try to refresh it. Refresh. There. Okay, so we have now the subnet 2, which is the VPC2 web. That is our subnet 2. Okay, so that's how you will create the VPCs and subnet using CLI.